Providence does win it here 60-59. Coach, that was a taut game throughout, very close. Both teams under 40% shooting for the game. It was going to be close all the way down to the wire, and had some chances at the very end, just wouldn't go in for us at the very end.
Yeah, you could say that. A layup and a dunk. It's two pretty good chances.
Yeah.
And then a three. I forgot we had a three.
And it looked good
by Alex too, because it was a couple feet off the line, but it was
right on.
Not even challenged.
Yeah. Yep.
I felt bad for our guys. They battled and played with a lot of grit in the second half. I'll be honest with you, it was a defensive game all the way. I thought our execution of the game plan defensively with Dunn was unbelievable. Mm-hmm. That was encouraging because last weekend we gave them a game plan going into the North Florida game, and they did not execute it very well at all. Mm-hmm. And so now here tonight against a really good team, we had worked same amount of days of prep, and they really, really, really did a great job of executing the game plan. If you'd have told me Dunn was only going to get 8 shots, that was just a 3 for 8, and we, for the most part, kept him off the line with 5. But just a tremendous job defensively by our team. And then I thought they were really good in their zone defensively. I thought that Big Bo did not make much of an adjustment there. He didn't get as many touches as he normally does. And then I thought it got him out of sync, and then he missed a couple layups, and he had a couple bonehead fouls, and he was completely out of rhythm. So their game plan, obviously, knowing what we know now, is to try to take him out of the game, and then our game plan was to try to take Dunn out of the game. And both things got accomplished by both teams.
For sure.
And so then it comes down to just, a play or two here or there, or a player or two stepping up here or there. I thought that Finke really stepped up for us. I thought he was terrific on the glass, passing, was great against the zone, really battled defensively. I thought Coleman Lands made some big shots for us as well in the second half. It was just one of those games where, you hate to, it's disappointing because you had a chance there with the dunk, the layup, and the three, but it's more than just one possession. For us, I thought the one thing that we did not do very well in the first half was we had 9 turnovers and gave up 10 offensive rebounds. Mm-hmm. And that was a big emphasis, both of those areas coming in. Now, the second half, we play the second half with 4, and we give up 6 offensive rebounds, which is still not great, but better. A couple of them were on the free throw line, which is unacceptable. It's just a play or two here or there. But I was really proud of our guys' grit and the way that they played, especially with a couple guys down here that they didn't have any excuses, and they tried to compete. And we were just a dunk or layup away from, stealing a roadkill against an NCAA tournament caliber team with a first-team All-American. So it's just disappointing, but it certainly is something to build on.
One of the parts of your defensive strategy with them was having Alex Austin there at the top, and I thought Alex has become one of those glue guys.
He's a great defender. He wasn't great on offense, obviously, other than he did have 4 to 1 assist to turn, which is good, but he had we had a couple bad decisions there by a couple of our guys late. I thought Alex drove in on the one. I don't know if he got fouled or not, but he jumped into the guy. I didn't think that was a great decision. And then Jalen Coleman tried to make a home run play off a pick and roll. Yep. That was costly as well. And those guys got to learn from that. But I'm proud of the way they battled. I mean, they really, really battled and improved significantly from how we played last weekend, to be quite honest with you, in either game, even though we won the second one.
Right.
Much better.
And you kept talking about getting in the gaps and staying in the gaps as a team, and that was very consistent with Dunn and even with Cartwright when he would try to go in there. The team definitely took care of the game plan.
They did. We plugged it hard, and they did a great job. And you know what? The one kid, Cartwright, made 2 threes in the first half, and he's an 18% three-point shooter in his career. And even the guys were saying, like, Tracy, one of the guys was saying, hey, let's move out on him. Tracy was smart, as we kept echoing as well, just stay with the game plan. The more balls he shoots, then Dunn's not shooting. Yeah. So, and the kids did just, I was really proud of what they did, other than taking care of the ball in the first half and rebounding in the first half. I thought we improved those 2 areas in the second half, but overall defensive scheme execution we got back to being like that team that was hard to score against that we've all seen before. And that's what we, had out of that. It's interesting. The second half, I actually thought we were better against the zone, but shot a lower percentage. We had some good looks and started to spread you out. You probably figured out, we tried to put a shooting team in there, our best shooting team in there. We subbed when it was 37-30. I thought the game might start to get away from us. And when you're behind 7, I wanted to go with an offensive group and maybe leave Austin on done with 4 offensive players, shooters, passers, dribbler, low post scorer. And I thought that made a difference. I thought we were harder to guard. Now, we missed some shots, but we got better ball movement, took better care of the ball, did some better things there.
Now, is this one of those losses you hate to lose in that fashion, but like you keep talking about, the difference between last week to this week, do you feel somewhat encouraged by what you saw?
Yeah, no question. We played way better, way better. It's just disappointing because you got to, like I said, you got to dunk and a layup and dunk to win the game. But I can assure you the two guys that Malcolm, that same layup he had last year, as we all know, at Penn State on the same play on a ball middle pick and roll with space, drove it left by Penn State's guy, just like he drove it left by Dunn, and he got right to the rim, and this one didn't go down. And then Finke was smart enough to follow it up and try to dunk it, had a dunk chance, and, but no one cares more than those two guys, So as disappointed as I am, I always try to look at it through the eyes of the players. I'm sure that both those guys are, disappointed as well, but both those guys are great kids, and they're great. They're going to be great players. They're good now. I think they can be even better, and this would be a good learning experience for him.
Well, Malcolm was in there all 40 minutes, and you needed him. I mean, he had to be out there. So
yeah, he played 3 positions through those 40 minutes, and he played the top of the 1-3-1, and he played man-to-man. I did try to keep him off of Dunn a little bit, usually he guards the other team's best player. But Alex did such a great job of, defending him, and we just kind of kept Alex on him with great team support around him, and we were right there.
All right. Hey, Coach, we'll let you go.
Thanks.
See you on the plane.
Thanks.
Have a safe trip back.
Yep.
All right. Head coach John Groce, our final thoughts with the coach, brought to you by the folks